Okay folks, hi again. Today's review we're going to be doing the X2 Toys Power Bat and Power Beak. These are some third-party add-ons for the Transformers Prime RID Soundwave. Quite nice little colours. There was another variant of these in all chrome. I think it was some exclusive at some point. But I preferred to go for these. Not a big fan on all chrome. Just move these out to one side a minute. I'll just have a look at the package. They all comes in a blister type box. It's not glued to the packet. It just has a backing card which slides up. As the spaces for the two little animal bots, and another space for, they have some two little metal weaponry spike things that also act as like a perch. There is some box art detail. I might have to show it sideways. And that's the Power Bat. I mean, the look of the designs on the box are really nice. There's the Power Beak. Obviously these are to resemble Beak and Rat-Bat. You've also got a Transformers Prime Soundwave in the middle, and which looks like he's sending them off. On the back, at the bottom of the card, you've got instructions of how to place each one onto the Soundwave figure. Also different like websites and things on the bottom. Obviously placement for the little perch or weapon. That's showing a Arms Micron Jet Viacon arm. The two little animal bots can sit on them as well as a perch. Different placements for both characters. Top halves of the card actually come, and if you'll have to tilt your neck on these because if you want to read them, I'll put them up close up. This is the Power Beak, obviously Laserbeak. At the back of the cards where those art bits were on the front, they can be pulled out into little tech bios. So that's the Power Beaks. They're basically the same bio really, but doesn't offer a great deal of difference in the bios, but it's just a nice little addition to it really. Yeah. Okay, and that's the box. Onto the two little guys themselves. Power Bat, Power Beak, nice little colours. Let me just get the Power Bat. So these little perches and things that come with them. You get two in the box. Designed two little holes for them to go into, and a peg at the back for any other robot to hold them as a weapon. They are pointy at the front. They're made of metal, possibly die cast, I'm not too sure, with what looks like the X2 Toys or X Toys something logo on the bottom underneath them. I think it's X2 Toys from what I can see. Okay, Power Bat. See if we can get this to focus. There we go. Side profile, nice colours. Translucent metal, made from translucent plastic as well. Okay. The yellow part obviously being made out to be the head, and the peg that goes on that can be used for Soundwave or any other character really. There's a nice little tail on the bottom and wings. These are supposed to be act as some kind of weapon according to what's on the box as well. You got the hinge, just by the hinge underneath you get these, the things that I was just been on about are supposed to be some kind of weapon for them. See if it'll focus on. There you go. Okay, nice little purpley colour for the front of the wings as well. Yeah, see if we can just get a close up of the head. Don't think it'll do it this close up. It's quite a tiny. I think that's about as best as you're going to get. Quite a tiny, there's not much detail to the head on this one, it's just a yellow paint over it. Okay, let's pop this guy back on the perch. He goes in the front one out of the two holes, because of where his peg is situated, where the peg's situated. So we're going to power beak again. It sits on quite tightly onto the little spiky thing. Yeah, you can actually use it as, you know, he's flared round. He's got another little dagger like spike weapon or something. Let's take that off, and then I'll give you a close up of the wings. Very like the G1 laser beak in detailing. He's got the red on the wings, the colours in general. This one does have a bit of detail to the head. If it'll focus it. And you can see how it's got the red eyes. And I think the original laser beak had something like, was it blue or yellow, but it's still a nice little touch. Doesn't really make much difference. Got a bit of a transparent red detailing on the back as well, on the sides. Underneath you get obviously the peg, so it goes into Soundwave, the hinge joints, etc. Yeah, the articulation is exactly the same on both of them. You've got two joints here, and then which will fold up and down. Okay, and if you've already got the either the arms micron or the RID version of Soundwave, you'll have an idea how these work, because they're exactly the same as the little laser beak that comes with him, with Soundwave. Okay, so this little guy is the one in question. Here is the Prime Robots in Disguise Soundwave, and yeah, that's just one of the extras, the Arms Micron Zori G, which was with the Takara release anyway. I've just got him as an extra. Got the Micron as a little extra as part of the Minions. But I must have moved the legs by accident. Okay. My Soundwave has got very weak support on the back of the legs, so it's a bit of a pain to stand up. He's virtually hunched right over. Alright, let's get the Micron out of the way. And for this I'll have to tilt the camera back a bit so you can see Soundwave's chest. There we go. Right. We'll go into how these two guys actually work on the figure. You can basically just take the little perches off. Right. These do actually have a couple of different modes. It can be served as a weapon. There's a pointed little weapon which is like that. Basically, pull the wings back. I'll do that again because I think that was off camera. So you go from start there, pull the wings up. You know, the thing with the light here. Pull the wings back. Just gives you that. And pull down. And there we have the weapon for power bat, and the same with power beak. Bring the wings up like so, and they come down there like that. just make that a little bit loose on the hinge joint, but only on the Power Beak one for some reason. Soundwave, can fit them in. Holes on the hands here for his little weapon. You can also perch these into the hand on Soundwave's hands in their little bird and bat mode forms. Let's get the other one up. See, the plus side to the Takara one is that this Soundwave has 2 extra micron ports on the top here, so these could actually be used to fit onto it as a little perches, so Soundwave can have all of the minions all in one place, scattered over. Unfortunately, the Hasbro release doesn't have that at all. So there they are in Soundwave's arms, hands. Okay, some knives type thing, melee type weapon thingies. They have 2 storage positions where they can go. And then the first one is actually on his chest. Let's just take the other laser beak off. Obviously he just pulls that off, that just comes off. I mean, this laser beak, I think if I remember right, will actually go on those perches that came in on one of these as well. Can't remember if I tried it. I think it will fit. It does, yeah. There we go. So his other little drone has somewhere to go. Okay, so you can use them in other ways as well. So let's put that to one side. We'll do the power bat first. Okay, so what we do for this is basically leave it in that kind of form, angle the wings down. Okay, so he's still in like part weapon but with the wings angled down. You're doing head facing down towards towards Soundwave's crotch section, I think it is, yeah. Basically then it goes in the same position as the original laser beak went in, onto Soundwave's chest. It just plugs in like so, and then reposition the wings into Soundwave's channels on his chest, and there we have it. Let's see if I can get that lit up. It's not bad. The wings do stick out quite a bit though. It kind of limits the upper movement of Soundwave's arms here, but yeah, they're alright for what it is. It's a nice little armour attachment. Will that focus? Yeah. Okay. I think these would be better in a way with the Beast Hunters one, because this is Soundwave's all spiky. You've got Ravage as well. You've got the addition of Laserbeak with this one, but if you get the Beast Hunters one as well, then you got best of both worlds. Apart from the awful colours of the Beast Hunters version of Soundwave. Okay, so that's the power bat. Let's take him off. Just for also efficient, actually we'll use the power bat. It does have another storage on Soundwave. Both of them do this. You've got on Soundwave's lower back hip is a screw hole. You can plug. It does show that you can plug either of the two on there as storage. It is quite fiddly and a tight-ish fit on mine. Bring the wings round a bit more. There we go. Just as a little piece of storage. So they both can do that as well. Okay, let's get that one there. And power beak. Let's take him off the arm. I'll show you the power beak on the chest. Again, my Soundwave, like I said, suffers from a bit of balance issues. Again, with the power Beak, he goes, yeah, that was it. This time comes, I think, all the way round. No, it doesn't. The head is facing upwards this time on this guy. So you put him in, don't know if you can actually make it out, that kind of position. So the beak's facing upwards, tail on the bottom, wings facing up at an angle, like the opposite way round from the bat one, and again fits in exactly the same place on Soundwave's chest. Pop it in to the chest piece with the wings. Yeah, into that. There we go. Again, they don't really, with how the wings have been done, they don't really fit in the channels very well, but you know, you get the idea. If that'll focus on it. I need to angle the camera up a bit more. Stand. He's going to be just doing nothing but look at the floor in a minute, Soundwavers. There you go. These ones stick outwards, opposite to the power bat. They're not too bad. Nice little things that I have. Yeah. You can obviously just put the original laser beak back on. They do have positions, the same positions as you would put laser beak in the Soundwave's ultimate jet mode, jet form. You know, you can put him on the top on the little peg, or actually in the same position as where laser beak goes in the chest when Soundwave's in the out mode. Yeah, you can do them like that. Let's put this back on here. But all in all, that's about it really. All you can do with them. So we have this little guy. Get up. It's one of the other things with Soundwave is his arms are a bit of a pain to pose in some ways. Just see if I can. Doesn't have very much of a clearance for height if I lift them up. And let's do the bat. Just pegging it on. I know this is going off camera, but it's alright. On there. Okay. And again, let's lift it up a little. Oh! I've got to job these on ball and sockets. Just clip that back on a minute. Oh dear. Let's get that back on. Not good. It should just, there we go, slide back on. That is a plus side of these things in ways, but yeah, they easily clip on and off, provided you don't use a lot of force. Yeah, power bat. Move that back, and power beak. Soundwave minions. There we go. And if we want to, got Zori here. A little thing that I did was turn it round. You've got that little storage slot there for Zori. Plug it in. I think it was this way. Or you could actually use, there is a hand, bring them over. There's another little peg here underneath the scorpion's head. Okay, bring that out there. Lift Zori up a little bit higher over Soundwave's head. Angle it back so you can have a full little arsenal on Soundwave if you can get it to peg in, which it should do. I have had this working. Just trying to remember the right position, it was a while ago. Get in. There we go. And basically tilt that, comes over, and Soundwave has another little weapon there. With Zoe coming over the head. Get right. Just position it so it stands. And there we have. Soundwave with Beak and Bat, and another arms micron on as well. It's quite a little setup. Let's see if I can get this camera without it coming over. Okay, so a little close up. If I can keep it still. There's a power beak. Power bat. Yeah. And Soundwave with the arms micron coming over the head. Right, and there he is coming at you. Let me hold that still a bit more. Okay then, let's, yeah. Okay, I'll try and get another one up soon of something else. Bye.